For years, I went to high schools. Everybody wanted me to speak because I wasn't seeking revenge. And they loved that message. But then after going to these 9/11 committees, I made 90% of these commission hearings. And it was a joke. And again, it was after Condoleezza Rice spoke in the hearings. And it was a filibuster. She could care less about what happened. She just kept saying, well, we have to keep things in historical perspective. Well, I've never been so pissed off in all my life. And that's when I made the decision. I had an interview with CBC afterwards. And I just, people all around, I said, this is effing ridiculous. I was so pissed off. Now, I've carried that anger. That's why I get so emotional, because I have that anger, tremendous anger. And I have to really watch myself. I have to work hard to keep my sanity. Because that's all I do. And I know the truth hasn't been told. You know, you look at this book, and Manny mentioned Khalid Sheikh Mohammed. 441 footnotes in this book. 441 footnotes talking about the story, the masterminds of 9/11. Yet this man was tortured 183 times. That's what they based the whole book on. And it's based on torture. Yet American citizens accept this, that we will actually torture people to get a confession. And I doubt very much the man is alive. But that's here and there. And again, put yourself in my shoes. Now, put yourself in my shoes and think of this. Your loved one, your child, daughter, or son were murdered. This is a murder, regardless of who did it. Now, I go to all these investigations, or all the commission hearings. Now, let me just read. Now, Bobby died, I'm 100% sure, he died as the plane hit or even before the plane hit, and that's what I want to talk about. Now, to show you what a great investigation, I really, really have such contempt for these people in the 9/11 Commission. This is their entire investigation of what happened up there at the towers. You have a three-tier system of elevators in the North Tower. You have 24, 24. You only had three elevators that went to the top. What you would do, you would go, if you took those tiers, then you would get up to the 78th Sky Lobby. And then from the 78th Sky Lobby, you would take up to the higher levels. Now, two of the express elevators, they said went down 6 and 7. Now, there's one testimony of a fireman and a cop went into, he came into the west side. That's the entrance to the North Tower. And he mentions that he looks to the side. The express elevator 6A and 6 and 7, they're on the south side and north side. So you're walking in the west side. You have these towers, or the elevators to right and left. Now, he said, I couldn't say for sure, but they looked like they were clear. Everything was fine over there. But the thing that he noticed, that the freight elevators, which are in the middle, the doors were totally blown out. And all the windows of the lobby were blown out. Now, this is 208 by 208 square. And the commission says a fireball went down one of the banks, obviously then came into the lobby and blew out all those windows. Well, the destruction of those elevator doors was monumental. They were blown out. Well, on CNN, guy reports that he was running the 50A, and he had gotten up to approximately the 15th floor, and the plane hits. Well, his cables break. Well, he assumed he was a dead man, because it'll go all the way down to the B6 level. Well, just as it got underground, the emergency brakes. All those elevators have emergency brakes. And it stopped. And then, as soon as it stopped, the door blew in. Well, we got another fireball. It came down and decided to blow the 50 freight elevator in. The door blows into the cabin. He breaks his leg.